Hmm? We'll start easily the first setup. I'm sorry, what? We'll start the easily first setup. We'll start the easily first setup. Am I going crazy, or does that phrase make zero sense to anyone? Anyway, so there's your anguish. English. Yeah, I'm not convinced you are speaking English, mate. You're speaking a weird sort of broken English. Right, never mind. Ahem. This is very jaunty music for what I thought was a horror game. Do you not see there's a kind of a weird tone displacement here? Like, this is all spooky stuff that's going on, and yet we've got this lovely sort of jaunty road trip music. I've never seen a game that seems to start with like a trailer before, but okay. Okay, I've already forgotten what this game is called. The Long Dark? Yes, Lurk in the Dark, that's what it's called. Lurk in the Dark. Prologue. Lurk in the Dark. The Guilty. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to A Lurk in the Dark. The Guilty. Holding the right mouse button highlights objects that you can closely examine, hints, and areas required for progressing through the story instead of advancing in the story. Hang on a minute. Areas required for progressing through the story instead of advancing in the story. Is progressing in the story and advancing in the story two different things? Because to me they sound like exactly the same thing. If you get lost, highlighting objects can help you get back on track. Case number 10-17-6. A murder was reported by the townspeople. The reported location is a mansion owned by John Ruggles. What an absolutely wonderful name. That sounds like the name of a children's book character. We were suspecting it was mischief. There's another character from a children's book. My giddy aunt, the English in this game is wonderful. I love it so much. However, we couldn't get in touch with Mr. Ruggles, so we'll investigate right now, assuming the worst. If you find a whistleblower, survivor, or dead body, report it immediately. If the events you encounter a resisting suspect, the use of firearm is permitted. The investigation will be conducted by the following members. That's a lot of people. I'm not going to read out all the names, so I'll probably mispronounce them all and horribly offend people. Marcus Brown, police officer. Turn the volume up a little. Shouldn't have answered the call. Why do I have to be in the annex? I'll reward myself a whole bottle tonight. Right, this is a sort of a guy I can get behind. Not sure I can get behind this screen tearing, but never mind. We'll ignore the screen tearing and the low mouse sensitivity. Can I improve that at all? No, I can make it much worse, and for that I apologise. Okay, that's about as good as I can get it. Guest room 401. That is locked. Alright then. This is right. Do it. No, this is not right. This is graffiti, which I'm pretty sure is crime. My upbringing said that crime wasn't right. Right, what do we got here? More gibberish. I'm right, not wrong. Oh, I see. You mean feel good, you aha. Giddy on. I think somebody has rewarded themselves with a whole bottle once too many. What? Change of posture. Watch tutorial. Hold E. What? Press C to crouch or crawl when path is blocked. Oh, okay. Okay, so if I hold C, I can. Oh, come on! I can scoot myself up to here. What have we got here? That's a doll face. I hope that's a doll face. I hope that's not a... Well, I was going to say I hope it's not a living face. It's self-evidently not a living face, because it has been dismembered. But, there's more tripe written up there. But, what was what? What? I didn't see anything. What did you see, my friend? Okay, I'm not sure what the language is that's being spoken. Please give me answers. Where are you? Someone has been watching forever me. Interesting. So it would seem like it's not written by a team whose English is their first language, so that's fine. So as much as I may make fun of it, you know, I'm not being a meanie face. What? Item menu, hold E. Alright then, if you insist. Press tab or I to open items menu. Instructional guides are turned on by default in the options menu. These can be disabled. Alright. I presume we can probably figure this out on my own. Right, so show commands. So, oh, I see. So I can do different things with it. Okay. So the tag says annex. I received this key from my colleague Billy. Okay. So have I anything else? Files? Decision. What? I have to make decisions? I don't like making decisions in games because I always get them wrong. Okay, that's just a list of items. I haven't any weapons, so I'm a police officer that doesn't have a gun. Okay. Okay, so this is the annex, so presumably this is where that key goes. So, do I interact with it in the items menu or not? No, okay, so I need to use it here. So I can use this. Excellent. I have managed to open a door. I am clearly a very intelligent person. What under the sun am I looking at? There's a crab and a lobster and... It's like a person that's made up of lots of different fish. You get some rather tense music when I zoom in. Okay, more fish? No, this one's made out of fruit, I think. And this one is made out of flowers. Well, that's quite nice, actually. That's quite a nicely designed image. I'm just not sure about the, I'm not convinced about the fishy man. But anyway, right, let's have a look at these letters. A letter sent from Japan. The address on this place... no, the addressee has this place's address, and the owner's name is Ben Ruggles. Can I read this, or rotate? Anything on the back? No. Okay, I don't think there's anything here to read. Anything else? This is a letter sent from the US. The addressee has this name's address and the owner's name. Okay. So these are letters that have been delivered here. It's a very old book. It's too thick and I don't feel like reading it. Yeah, don't worry, I've met people like that in the past. Right, this book, without a title, it doesn't seem relevant to the investigation. Really? Because books without titles are probably journals, and journals usually contain the thinking of madmen, which is probably very relevant to whatever investigation is. The title says, Readic. I'm not going to be reading this book right now. What's the subtitle? The Promised Time Has Come by John Brown. Aren't I John Brown? Oh no, I'm Marcus Brown, aren't I? This is another one from the US. Okay, so nothing massively interesting or important here. So, The Moon. Just in case you hadn't seen it. The Sun, again, just in case you hadn't seen it. This door has no keyhole. Something is, what? Something is caught behind the door, so it's blocked, is it? Light that illuminates the world, light that dominates the nighttime. So light from the sun, light from the moon. When the two lights get together, when twilight comes, the road will be opened. So you're saying I need to light up both of these signs? So maybe I need to do something to activate like some lights in these symbols, and when I activate them both, the door will open. Alright, goodness, someone has some pretty big mitts. What do we have here? The restroom. Alright then. This door is locked, but I'm desperate. It's been a long day of policeizing. Alright. My giddy aunt, that is one hell of an image. Anyway, moving swiftly on. What are you talking about? We haven't done anything yet. I said it. This happens all the time. I get really transfixed on one tiny thing, and this time it's identifying what language that is. It seems very familiar that... I'm sorry, what was that? The language seems very familiar. There's a watch here, I think. An old pocket watch. I can't hear the movement of the second hand. Can I have this at all? Can I take any of these items with me? I don't think so. I can run, though. So was that one of these doors opening? Oh, it was. The bathroom. Somebody hasn't been maintaining proper hygiene standards. Very naughty of them indeed. I don't feel like I should be messing with this. I feel like it's going to blow up in a minute if I'm not careful. Hello? I knocked, but no one answered, and the door is locked. It's just a bathroom, mate. Wait, what does that say? Toten? It's like a wooden slipper. Goodness, that must be uncomfortable. Can I shut this? No, I don't think so. Okay. It's still locked. So how precisely does this situation help me? Did this door open now? No, this is still locked. Okay, something rather mysterious is going on. Oh! Look, I know I'm not good at parties, but there's no need to lock me in the bathroom when you start having one. Come on. Yes, open the door. Yes, Billy. Yes, he's the man who gave me the key, isn't he? Yes, we're supposed to be in the police force. Stop acting like a vagrant. I mean a vandal. Come on. What? You know what this is? What? You know what this is? Money? Now's not a good time. What? You're in no position to demand anything. I gave you plenty of time. This is over that $5 you lent me? Oh, come on. This seems like certain other internet-based entertainment media that isn't usually in the form of a video game. Do I need to hide? I can't hide in here. Is this open now? What? What was that sound? Is anyone in here? I feel like he's coming to kill me in a minute. Was there a jump button? I don't think there was. Unless there's like a gap under the door I can sneak in. No, there's just like an old vent, maybe? No, okay. I can't open that. I am very confused. The story here is not making a hell of a lot of sense so far. I can't move anymore. Is this unlocked now? I am so confused. Hello? A speaker? Who was knocking? Oh, it's a safe with like a million different necessary combinations? The Sinful King. It looks like a book, but there is something strange. Command and Forgiveness. Oh, it's not a book, it's just a box with like a slot in it? Open. Oh, here we go. You will be okay because you are a kind person, but I made a hint just to make sure. You can throw it away if you don't need it. From your worried friend, Fred. What is going on? So, let me get this straight. I'm a police officer, and I'm going to a house in order to investigate something, but I don't know what. If we find anyone who's resisting, I'm allowed to use my gun, only I didn't bring my gun with me. There's Billy, who followed me, and has now locked me in the bathroom, because I didn't pay him back that $5 I borrowed for a bus fare. And now there's my worried friend Fred, who's writing books in his blood, and then putting them inside safes, which he's chained up inside of bathrooms, inside of houses, which are supposed to have murder investigations going on in them. Am I the only one that is absolutely, categorically befuddled? I don't think so. Okay, I guess I'm gonna take this with me then. Oh, that's one word for it. He can't lock it from the outside. Maybe. What? What are you talking about? What am I going to do? Kick the door down? I'm holding E. I'm holding it very hard. Oh, I was charging up. Is he gone? Oh, okay, I need to kick it many times. Alright. All those hours of police exercise training will most surely come in handy. Hooray! Oh, he used a walking stick to prop the door shut. Can I have this? It's a very old cane. It seems this cane was caught on the doorknob. Why did Billy pick this up? I have bigger questions, like why he's so cut up about that $5. Anyway, moving swiftly on. I don't guess this is open now, is it? Yes, it is! Oh! Into the dirty basement. Not to imply the rest of the house was particularly clean, but still. My word. I'm so confused. I'm having fun though. It's nicely designed. The environment's very pretty. I have to get his money first thing tomorrow. Who knows what he'll do next? Yes, quite. I'm just... I'm so confused how that ties into this murder investigation. But never mind. I thought this was going to be like a horror game with like demons and monsters in it. It wasn't just going to be like domestic dispute. Okay, right. Somebody really likes their privacy. Okay, right. Maybe if you spent a little less money on treating yourself with a whole bottle and a little more about settling your debts, you wouldn't keep having these sorts of problems. Hi. Who are you? Other than evidently a fitness freak, judging off your... Oh, they're not scales. It's Steve Ruggles. 1872 to 1986. Well, I'm very sorry to see that you've passed away, mate. But, what's with the life-size, naked but not naked sculpture of you? Seriously, why is that a thing? And why do we have this perfectly ordinary picture of a normal-looking man, and then whatever under the sun this monstrosity is? Some sort of cyclopean, bacon-rashered mouth looking down at a drug-induced mountainside that's been covered in a patchwork blanket and a naked woman. Why is this the thing I'm looking at? Why am I not getting on with my life? Oh, gosh. Dear Jim Ruggles, so this is presumably a relative of Steve behind us. This is the new postcard for this town. I hope you like it. Regards, Sarah. The centre of the letter seems to be Miss Sarah, who works at the town hall. There is no man in this town who doesn't know her. Yeah, don't worry, we had a few girls like that at my school. Right, moving swiftly on. What does this say? When will the dawn come? Is there a sun in this world? When was the last time I saw it? I can't see anything anymore. I cannot hear. I cannot feel. But don't what? No. I don't what the poem is about. I think you mean I don't know what the poem is about, but I feel like I can understand what it wants to say. Do you? Do you really? Because I don't understand any of this. It all seems like tripe to me. What? Oh, I see. These are... No, don't do that. Just crouch a little bit. What is life? Lovely grandmother. A corrupt world. Okay, so there's many different books there. What is face? No, that's called What is Faith, my friend, but never mind. What a strange collection of books. And what's with this old British telephone box? What's all this about? The menu. Stomach, heart, kidney, mind, and brain. What? What? Why do I want chopped stomach, fried heart, and grasp kidney? How to kill restaurant. What in the name of all hell is going on? I have never been so confused by a game. It's just... What is this smell? Where did he go? I don't know where he went. I think we have bigger problems right now about why everything is being so very confusing. Okay, through these 7 lights, my devotion to order, please forgive my sins. The sinful king. The king that I thought was the king of kings looked down on everything. He wished to make everything in the world his own. One day, a merchant who dealt in rare goods came before the king. He was accompanied by his beautiful wife. The king was jealous of the merchant for having something he did not. This was something he could never allow. The king's jealousy turned into a strong anger, and he ordered his soldiers to kill the merchant in a staged accident. Hiding the truth from her, the king welcomed the merchant's beautiful wife into his palace. Without knowing what had happened to her husband, the wife... Kitty yarns. Kitty. I mean, I'm no prude, right? Right, like, I'll get down and dirty with the rest of them, but at the same time, we've gone from, like weird fairy story to really, like, postmodern text messaging speak here. Okay. Kitty, I am so confused. There is such a discontinuity here. Murder investigation, domestic disputes, ancient kings and merchants, and then this. Right, never mind. Over time, the king became afraid of death and wished for eternal life. In order to achieve this, the king ate many foods and took various kinds of medicine. Yeah, overeating and taking random drugs is not a good way to extend your life expectancy, it's a very good way to shorten it. However, he could not obtain eternal life, don't think we surprised anybody with that, and the now fat king despaired and grew idle. Before long, the kingdom was destroyed by another. What? Just please. What have we got here? Envy, greed, gluttony, pride, sloth, wrath, and lust. Are these the, these are the 7 deadly sins, aren't they? Do I need to maybe light them in the order which they appear here, perhaps? Is that the idea? So maybe like in this story? Through these 7 lights, my devotion to order. Yeah, maybe I need to light them in the correct order based off the story. Maybe that's the clue. Let me see what other information is here before I get started, and then we'll see if we can figure out the puzzle. Because of pride, one becomes greedy and jealousy of others. Do not forget that sin has a source. Okay, you're trying to tell me that the pride one comes before the greed and the jealousy ones. Okay, which would be like the gluttony and envy things. There seems to be a pious person among the residents of this mansion. Faith and blood. I have a bad feeling about this. What, and the fact that your friend stalked you to this murder investigation, then locked you in the bathroom? That didn't do that? The door is locked. The keyhole is rather old-fashioned. Because keyholes have developed so much over the centuries that we've been using keys, haven't they? Because nowadays they're so completely different to how they were hundreds of years ago. Anyway. It's the art. So we've got some sort of cross of a crucifixion here, or possibly this is just a BDSM dungeon. Honestly, who knows? Well, I think there's blood on the floor. I think I can hear like some flies or something. Right, okay. Right, I'm not going to make use... Oh, hang on, there's a little door here. Oh, I didn't see this before. A little cupboard under the stairs. Perfect place to hide the, hide some sort of, bastard love child. Right, okay, let me have a look at this and have a look at this story and see if I can figure out what's going on. Okay, so having, bumbled my way through this, I think it's pride is the first one, which is this one here. Then it's envy. Then it's wrath. Then it is lust. Then it's greed. That one. Then it's gluttony, and then it's sloth. Or oh, did I do it wrong? Is that where they all went out? Oh, blast! Can I light these again? Yeah. Okay. So I must have done something wrong then. That's weird because I thought I'd done this correctly. Okay. Or maybe it's the greed. Yeah. Maybe it's pride, greed, then envy, then wrath, then lust, then gluttony, then sloth. I am a genius. I worked out an extremely simple puzzle. Okay, that's nice actually. That's like a fun. That's actually like a fun, well-designed puzzle in a horror game, rather than just some contrived random rubbish. That's actually a really nicely put together thing. Right, I appreciate that. I approve of that. It's very rusty and it seems to be usable. Okay, can I take this with me? Yes, I can take that. What do we have here? A strange medallion. A gold pendant. If I sell this, I will get approximately the amount I owe Billy. Although there shouldn't be any problem if you receive one. What? Okay, I'm just gonna steal this from this house. Yeah, I know I was only sent here to investigate something, but I'm gonna steal some stuff from it so that I can sell stuff to pay my debts, because being a cop doesn't pay very well apparently. Right, okay. Not that. I'm so confused. Right, okay, this seemed like an old key, and it goes with the old... I do see why there's an old-fashioned one now, because they're trying to say an old key goes to an old lock. That's what they're trying to say. Ah. Hello. Maritime paraphernalia and things under sheets. I'm getting Don't Be Afraid vibes. I'm also getting weird Fallout Shelter vibes from all of the tin cans. Can we see like what the tin cans are? They are they're bumpkins. Not pumpkins, as is evidently what is on the picture, but bumpkins. Okay, I thought that was like a term for an idiot, but never mind. So we've got lots of little crosses coming up to this picture of the sun. The moon, even, rather. The plate with the moon and the stars is decorations. I feel like I saw something to this similar somewhere in the mansion. Yes, we did. Well, nothing's changed. So this is quite a brightly coloured picture of the... Someone's stepping in all of my puree of bumpkin. It's alright. I noticed. Oh, down here. Quickly, you mean? I must not dally. Yep. I rather agree with you. Okay. So, yeah, you can't scare me by... You can't scare me by knocking over a whatever that was, a shelving unit. I like the bloodstained hat stand under a sheet though. That was quite nicely done. Who locked the door? Probably whoever's trying to kill me. This isn't funny. Open the door, please. Do I need to knock it down like last time, or do I need to go back? At this point, I think I jump out a window. Keep it together, Marcus. I can't run anymore. I can't sprint. Shift doesn't do anything now. Perhaps everything's fine. The door won't open if I pull or push. It feels like a strong force is holding it closed. What is going on? Do I need to kick it down again? No. Okay, so what I was trying to say before we got horrifyingly jump-scareized... I think we figured out who was living in that little door under the stairs. Yes, what I was trying to say is that picture of the moon seemed quite nicely decorated, so perhaps if I put that over the picture of the moon by the door, that will bring me halfway to opening the door. There. Right. Where did that lady go? What's under here? A Ramazan. Funny game. Right, okay, there's so much alcohol here. My Gideon. Right. Is this a radio? I can't make out a word of what it's saying. Is there a note here I didn't read? It's not my fault. Not my fault. Rough letter seems to be dry blood. What is happening to the residents of this mansion? I don't know. Nothing good, I think, is the long and the short of it. What have we got here? I can't read what this says. I'm pretty sure this isn't English, but it's got a picture of a heart on it, so presumably it's relevant to all of this. What does this say? There's a picture of a policeman. It is similar to a photo taken to commemorate the first day of work. Why is this photo in the mansion? Also, the face part is cut out, and I hate you is written on the back side. What did I do? Let's see. So this is a picture of me. Picture of me when I started working. Hello. Hello, Mr. Ruggles. No. It's Officer Brown. A call for reinforcements. Mr. Ruggles. There. Hello. I'm right here. Don't leave me. I'll just call back. Please leave a message after the doom scream. What is that? No, there's nothing. What is this? What? It's reddish black stone, as if it is made from blood. Although this is the first time I've seen it, I feel nostalgic. What a strange item. Right. What? Oh, I have 100 sin points. You can't see that. It says 100.sin. I have 100 sin points. Excellent. I'll be a grade A debaucheralizer in no time. What the hell is going on? Seriously. Well, the little door hasn't opened though. But presumably this little stone must go somewhere. Maybe on the crucifix perhaps? So I can put it here? No, I don't think so. I am very confused. Or maybe here all of this blood is? Because if it said it was made of blood, then maybe it would go somewhere where a lot of blood is. That would make sense, right? I put it here. Perhaps if I... where is it? Where's the item? Oh, it's not here. What? Why is the item not here? Okay, so I took it with me, but I don't seem to have it in my inventory. I can't use it. So I can't... yeah. I can't really use it. Okay, that's a bit weird. I don't quite understand what's going on. But, not sure what else I can interact with. Unless it goes in maybe the middle of this ship wheel? No, I don't think so. Okay, I'm a little confused. Give me a minute, I'll wander around. I'll see if I can figure out what's going on. Right. After spending 20 minutes wandering around this small environment trying to figure out what under the sun I'm supposed to do, whether I'm supposed to find the power in order to turn on the door, which lets me get out of the garage, or whether I'm supposed to find a key for some of these locks, or whether I'm supposed to use some of these items that I have, as it transpires, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to walk over to this tiny little dot here in the wall, which is almost invisible, and press this button, which allows you to see through here. Right, okay. The rest of the game was quite good, and quite intuitively designed, and had a pretty good little puzzle in it. That is stupid. Why are you surprised? He was here like 5 minutes ago. He was here like 5 minutes ago. He locked you in the bathroom, remember? Oh, gosh. Yes, yeah, that much I can agree with, my friend. Who? Were they other people that were supposed to be investigating with me? You gonna open the door? I don't know. I can't sprint anymore. Oh, now I can. Am I supposed to run away? Nope, they don't want me answering the phone. Despite the very loud ringing, they don't want me answering the phone. Alright. So, has something changed? Am I now able to escape via a different area? Has this started working now? No, seemingly not. The little door is no longer, still isn't available. This hasn't changed. So is the door just open now? Is Billy finally arbitrarily decided that now he's going to unlock the door? Yes, he is. Good for him. Right. So where does that little... Oh, snazzy. Right. Well, at least that hopefully means we won't be going back through that area before. Anyone else getting a sort of this is a phrase I never thought I'd ever say in my life, but anyone else getting a sort of a sperm vibe from this? And through the door. Ah, this is the thing from the beginning, I think. What are you talking about? We haven't even seen anything that bad yet, with the exception of that puzzle and the hole in the wall. What's this? An elevator from the Spanish Inquisition. From the makers of the Spanish Inquisition, we bring you this. Probably fell asleep. Holding a bottle of hooch. What? I thought hooch was a slang term for sex. I didn't think that came in a bottle. I mean, not like that. Oh, good. Oh, good. Some babies. Babies in horror games are never a bad idea. Am I supposed to be seeing some sort of horrificness? Because I'm kind of not. Oh well. On I trot, I suppose. Ah. How convenient. Am I supposed to read this? This scrawled bit of paper? The innocent soul was deceived by the devil. The devil is always there, within you, within me. Yes, promiscuous one, that one. Do not forget that they are always watching us. Don't lose. What? Don't lose the game? Don't lose my sanity? Don't lose this piece of paper? Don't lose my bottle? Welcome, with little smiley faces. Oh, so cheerful, so happy. I still don't have a flashlight. Even though you said I had to turn my flashlight on ages ago. But, alright. Into the enormously dark corridor I go. Now, have I been buried under a landslide, or, No, no, despair. Despair. Oh! Honestly. Just had to mention it, didn't I? Right, despair. Insanity. Regret. Desire. Oh, I was going to say they're all bad things, but, maybe they're just very strong emotions. Jealousy. And hiccups, excuse me. Why are you alive? Why? Because you're a very terrible murderer. That's why I'm still alive. What else have we got? Impulse, pleasure, anger, and sadness. Never forget. So, can I interact with these at all? Is there like a specific door I need to go through? Billy? I really don't feel like Billy is a... I don't... What? I feel like Billy would pass the psychological tests of being a policeman. So he cheesed off about something, isn't he? Giddy on. What? Sounded just like me. Oh, that was me! I was getting annoyed about Billy. That wasn't me saying about Billy. Sorry. The foreign language is making it very difficult for me to differentiate between the different voice actors. So, so that was maybe like a disembodied voice of myself? Maybe because you're trying to be like a weirdo and not let anyone else even go near the woman. So I think it's when I walk up to these doors, press E. Oh well, there goes that theory. I thought when I was pressing, like, I was going up to the doors and pressing E, I was like hearing like my inner thoughts, perhaps, like repressed feelings. I dread to think what this one's gonna say. Regret. That sounds like a much nicer thing to listen to. No? Okay. I don't know how I activated them before if it wasn't through pressing E. I'm very confused. Ooh. Hello. How are you? You've been following me, haven't you? We saw her a minute ago. What do you want from me? She lives in a place like this. I don't know, probably clearly nothing good. Do you want a hug? Is that what you need? Just need a hug. No, you need to you need to practice your magic tricks on me. Great, Kitty. Okay. Oh, hi. Why are you doing this to me? You've never watched a horror movie, have you, Marcus? Because seriously, this is just how murderers and monsters work. They just do crazy stuff after playing noughts and crosses with beheaded faces. Right. So am I just to wander around a bit more until the next jump scare comes? Because it doesn't seem like any doors have opened or anything like that. So okay. So I didn't say anything about the jump scares, and the first two don't get me, and then I actually say, okay, I'll just wander around until the next jump scare comes along, and then that's the one that actually kind of gets me. Okay. I don't know why you're drying your vests. Interesting. That's certainly something I've never seen before. A party popper? What's with the party popper? I remember this drug very well. Oh, well, never mind. It's nothing as innocent as I thought it was. It was seized in the drug case I was in charge of in the old days. When Chloe left, I lost control and I took this drug, and I have not taken drugs since then. Oh, they're pills, I see. Right, I was just thinking, why would you use like a little pirate barrel for that sort of thing? This is my favourite whiskey. Is this drink related to something? Why on earth should I remember? We're judging by the design of the label, it's probably related to Jack Daniels. So, this is presumably like relating to like my character's like regrets and failures and inner torment, that kind of thing. Doesn't seem like I can sneak behind, but oh, I can read this picture book. A forest. A car. Am I going to run some people over in a drunken stupor? Do you want me to remember something, like a memory I've repressed? It's reminding me of that day. Ah yes, my grizzled past that every cop needs. She told me that it's over. I lost myself and my sanity. The moment I lost her, I needed her more than I needed myself. Anything she wanted and she asked for, I gave her the top of the line. I was always the first to apologize after a fight. I put up with her. Yeah, that's kind of just how relationships go, isn't it? I mean, what would I know, but she'd made up her mind. She said she couldn't stand me anymore, and that we were growing apart. It's a bit sad, really. From there, everything just went bum. Memory from there is already vague. I woke up, got out of the car. I was in a dark forest. I felt so sick I could barely walk. I wish I didn't wake myself. I was disgusted by myself. I don't deserve to live. How can I live with myself? Okay, so now I've had my epiphany. I must have done something very terrible. Yeah, and judging from this, I'm guessing you ran some people over in your car. I don't remember anything. Yeah, at this point I think the guy would... Yeah, exactly. I think the guy just wants to be put out of his misery at this point. Upon hearing it longer, I think it might be Japanese they're speaking. Oh, come on, you can't make a big noise like that. Oh, hello. I don't know if you're trying to kiss me or kill me. Am I supposed to be doing something? Oh no, you're trying to strangle me. Right. Sorry, she might have noticed I'm not very bright. Oh, it's not over? We won't kill you just yet. We're having so much fun with you. Is a phrase no one has ever said while watching one of my videos. And we're just getting started. I presume not, because we've been going about an hour, I think. Sorry. Was that supposed to make sense? Look what we have here. You're wondering who I am. I'm wondering where you are, frankly. It doesn't matter who I am. Yeah, no nice person's ever said that. Nobody ever comes to the front door and says, "Oh, I'd like to give you some free cake." It doesn't matter who I am, though. There's always a meanie face that does that. But none of it matters. Begs the question why you're spending so long talking about it all. Anyways, you look upset and scared. What happened? Oh, I don't know. Just spent the last hour wandering through a deserted mansion full of lunatics? Yeah, and monsters. Them too. Yes, that's it. That's the most important part. You are in the confessional. Am I? I feel like I'm more like a murderer's, like when the police have like those cork boards, all the things, all the pieces of information, all the little pieces of tape, but we're doing it with knives instead. A knife, better than nothing. I mean, I suppose, because you can... Oh. Here's a menu. Take a look. You might find something you like. So this is a confessional, and it's also a drive-thru? Tar, I appreciate your open door policy. I am so confused. And I've been that way since the very beginning of the game. Is that it? Is that the end? Jack. Oh, hang on a minute. So this is a different person. So instead of being Marcus, the police officer, I'm now Jack the thief. Okay. That's not entirely accurate, is it? So I became robber just to get back at them. That's not quite how the system works, is it? You're just kind of perpetuating the cycle and answering your own question as to why there's so much misery in the world. But it's because people react to being presented with misery by making more, instead of reducing the amount of misery. But never mind, we're not here for a discussion on philosophy. Okay, so now I've got another dude who's lost his girl. Right. And how does this relate to anything else? Again, we really have disagreements on how philosophy works here. Okay, is this the start of another story, or is this like meant to provide me with some context for the first one? No, that's the ending. Right. That's a very cool way of doing the credits. I like that. That's really nice, actually. I am so confused. What does Jack the Thief, whose dead sister... So his sister died, and then he left the town, and then he comes back for, like, one final heist. How does that relate to the murder investigation, or whatever it was we were doing? And then Billy, who wanted his money. What does he have to do with any of this? And why was there like that big list of like 8 investigators, and there was only me? Why did only I go? Where was the rest of my team? And what about the actual crime we were investigating? What about all of that? And what about this Mr. Biggles character, whoever that was? Or Ruggles, or whatever his name was? What does that have to do with any of this? And who was the little girl? And what was the terrible crime I did? What in the name of hell is going on? Bonus content has been added to the main menu. Here you can replay the cutscenes of Jack and the confession room. The story has an epilogue. Okay. Please say that answers some questions, because I have so many. So is there like an extra cutscene? I can see like a bonus cutscene or something? Main story. In the past, Jack lost his sister Emily, which left a scar on his heart. He lived in Babel Hilltop until he was about 13 years old, but left the town as a result of the incident that killed his sister. He left in order to keep this last promise he made with Emily. He did it for this and this alone, right? Time passed, and Jack was living as a social outcast. One night, he found a file named Babel's Hilltop in a house while robbing. It held documents deeply related to his past. Jack's family environment was very complicated, just like this game, and he didn't share a blood tie with his parents. So he's adopted, okay. But is Emily also adopted? Despite this, there was still love, at least until that day, the day when everything started to go crazy. Knowing that the culprits behind everything were in Babel Hilltop, Jack decided to return to this frustrating radiant town. All this while burning with the fire of revenge. Okay, I was hoping that this would clear things up, and it really, really doesn't. The suspicious man. This is the confessional. I will give you power in exchange for your sin. Get power for my sins. That's not possible. Then again, common sense doesn't seem to mean much in this world. This bloke, me, same page. If I go even one step outside of this room, those weird creatures will attack me again. This deal sounds dangerous. Any idiot could see that, but I don't really have a choice. I'll have to deal with this guy if I want to survive. Okay, right. Okay, right. I'm not even going to try and understand the story because it's going to break my brain. I need my brain for other things today. So, this has been Lurk in the Dark, which seems quite promising and it seems quite interesting, right? It seems like there's an interesting story going on here, but it seems very fragmented, and it seems like it's trying to tell lots of different stories at the same time, which means we're not really getting into much depth about any of them, and we're jumping from one to the other a lot. The environments are quite nice. The environments are quite dirty and grungy and detailed. I'm not really sure. I don't know whether I really classify it as a horror game, because most of it seems to be a lot more about storytelling and puzzles than horror games, which is fine, that's not a problem. But it seems like horror isn't really the main epicenter of this. The puzzles were good. The Seven Sins puzzle was really good. The needing to look through that tiny hole in the wall in order to see through the wall, and then that causes other things in the house to change, that would be fine if there was a bit more of a clue that you needed to go there. Like, I don't know, it shows you a cutscene and you look at that bit of the wall and it highlights it or something. Because I was walking around there for like 20 minutes trying to use the various different items in my inventory, trying to click on things, trying to look at like the little door under the staircase, or like the garage door, things like that. It seemed there were a lot of red herrings in that area that seemed like they were how you'd progress, but then there was this little tiny hole in the wall you had to look through, which was almost invisible amongst all the other really knackered boards, which had loads of dark spots on them. I didn't even realise it was a hole. I thought it was just a dark spot. I ended up having to look it up on the internet as to how you actually get through that bit. So that puzzle, I think, was a little bit poorly designed. That could have been a little bit more sensibly done, just to sort of push you in that direction a little bit more, because it really does break the pacing of a game if there's a really obscure thing you have to find, because you spend like 20 minutes trying to find it, and then all of like the tension and the pacing is broken because you've had like almost a break. It's like you've stopped playing the game and you've gone and had a kebab, and then you've come back and started playing the game again. But that's a very small and minor problem amongst what is, for the most part, interesting. It just, I feel like and there's a certain like little contradiction in terms here, but I feel like it needs to be a bit more focused, right? It just needs to stick to maybe one story, or maybe it is all part of one story, but it needs to like link them together better, right? But some of it's really good, like particularly how they made the credits into like a work of art with all the little drawings and things. That was a really nice way of doing things, really nice little innovation there. So some of this is really promising, and some of it is mind-bogglingly confusing. But anyway, that is more than enough of that. That was Lurk in the Dark. Some of it was quite good, some of it was quite confusing, but either way, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.